Hi, this is Daniel from the Ultimate Guitar Academy and welcome to your fourth guitar lesson. Today we're going to learn a new chord, 2 songs, and how to use this strange device. Okay, let's start with the easy stuff. Eye of the Tiger. Everyone knows this song. It's a classic from the 80s, of course. We're going to play this, a slightly simplified version, on the low E string, starting at fret number 8. So make sure you count all the way up to 8, or if you're clever, use your dots. We learned where 7 was in our last lesson, so if we go forward 1, that's 8. Starting at 8, I'm going to notice that there's a dot right behind it. And I just want to take a second to practice going from in front of the dot to behind the dot. So there's our dot, in front, behind, in front, behind. If I can jump from in front and behind, that's going to make this song a lot easier. When I'm in front, I'm on fret number 8. When I'm behind, I'm on fret number 6. So if I play this, 8, 8, 6, 8, 8, 6, 8 again, 8, 3, 4, that's Eye of the Tiger. We had 8, 8, 6, 8, 8, 6, 8, 8, 3, 4. Make sure when we jump from 8, 6, 8, I'm going over the dot, like we're playing leapfrog. Then when I go down to 3rd fret, I should be landing on a dot, provided that your guitar has a dot there as well. Just remember, in the song, they change the timing of that riff ever so slightly on the second time it's played. They play it 4 times in total at the start, and then they come back to it. They play it 4 times in total at the start, and then they come back to it later on. Okay, now we're going to get into the hard stuff. We're going to learn the G major chord. This one's pretty tough. First, I'm going to get my pinky finger, go to the high E string on the 3rd fret and hold that down, just with my pinky. Try and make sure it's nice and curly. If you have trouble with that, just make a mental note of where it is and you can throw it on later on as well. Then my ring finger goes directly above onto the B string, still in the 3rd fret. Let's just take a second to take those fingers off and put them on again. Off, on. Just try and get used to that movement of getting those 2 fingers on at the same time if you can. If they need to be one then the other, that's fine for now, but both at once is our goal. Once you have those 2 fingers on, you have permission to stick your middle finger up at me and reach all the way up to the low E string, still in 3rd fret. So we should have top 2, which are the B and the E strings, 88 Dynamite, Goodbye Eddie. Then the middle finger all the way to the low E, which is the first of the Eddies. And then this last finger, which is now spare, goes on the 2nd fret on the A string, Eddie 8 Dynamite. So once again, we have top 2 on 3rd fret, pinky and ring fingers. Middle stretches to the top. Index should fall roughly in the right spot. Just make sure you're in the right fret and on the right string. 2nd fret, A string. Then a big strum for this chord, we're going to play every string. Just like that. The G chord is quite tough and does take some time to get used to, so no rush. The song we're going to learn for that G chord is Wild Thing, another guitar classic. This song we're going to start with the D chord. We know this already. We're going to give it 2 strums, 2 slow strums. Then we change to G, that's the new chord, 2 fast strums. Then to A, which we already know from the last lesson, 2 slow strums. Back to G, 2 fast strums. So we have D, G, A, G. 2 strums per chord, only G gets fast strums. Here's what we should have. And repeat. There are many versions of this song, but to play it along with a recording by the Trogs, we need to use this device. It's called a capo. All it's going to do is hold down the strings for us, much like a clamp. Imagine my finger holding down every single string. That's what this is going to do for me, which makes life a lot easier. Now this is what we call a trigger capo. We basically hold it like a gun, squeeze, make sure it goes over the fret. I'm going to put it over the 2nd fret, and we want to have it up near the fret bar. Not on, not in front, just behind the fret bar. That way it's going to hold it down nice and tight. Wherever we capo, that is now open because it cuts off the back of the guitar. So I'm not using anything behind the capo. If this is open, that means this is first. This is second, third, fourth, fifth, and so on. All the frets are renumbered. Their sound is still the same, but their number is now different. So if I play Wild Thing with capo 2, here's what we should have. And repeat, of course. That's it for your 4th lesson. There's plenty of practice in there. Remember, if you have difficulty, contact us over at ultimateguitaracademy.com.au. And if you found this video helpful, please feel free to share it amongst your friends and Facebook page. Thanks for watching and keep shredding.